When I was doing 1580K, that was we used to play like the ghettoest hood. So people understand in the 80s, hip hop wasn't allowed in Hollywood. It wasn't like you can go to Florentine Gardens or it was not in that. It was just not in Hollywood. Everything was in the hood. So you
Yeah.
had to go DJ at Skateland USA for the Bloods.
Yep.
You had to go to World on Wheels for the Crips. And then we like maybe 321 in Santa Monica was probably a little more neutral. And the Casa Camino Real we used to do, it was still in the hoodie
And some
area.
little sketchy
All
clubs.
Yeah, it was all Salvadorians over
downtown.
there. Yeah, it was sketchy, that spot. So, and then sometimes I would do the school dances. It was just always.
At the Casa was
Yeah, man.
probably sketchy.
The
too.
Casa was the Casa Camino Real was sketchy because you had a lot of Salvadorians around there, so they had their own issues going on, and then you had a whole bunch of people from different neighborhoods that would come to this dance.
That was
dances.
like a magnet.
So it
oh
would
my
start
God.
problems. You know what I mean?
I know.
And they were breaking the cars a lot, so it was just it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Back in my time, for sure.
Yeah, I wasn't DJing back then, so I can't say I DJed in a sketch spot. So
How about you, Psycho Les?
Definitely a lot of parties back in the days, Jamaica, Hollis, Queens, and all that. We was out there doing basement parties, and we was young. Me, Rob Swift, and yeah, and the crowd was older, so it was
Yeah, man,
was
it's
wild,
crazy.
yeah.
never know if something was gonna set off.
Yup.
You just there.
especially on some hip hop.
And then when things go, you gotta grab your stuff. You know what
Yeah.
I mean, and if we brought the equipment, it's
You
like,
gotta
bruh,
stay with it.
We gotta stay with it. You know what I mean? But luckily, like when I was working with Tony, like Tony always had a gun on him, and we that's how crazy it was.
He was always
old.
equipped.
Yeah, he was equipped because he was older than us and he had guns. So he'd always bring a shotgun and a handgun, and that would be part of like the equipment that we would bring. And that was part of like the thing. Hey, you could grab the gun, grab that, grab this. Because of that reason, because we didn't want somebody to just start taking our equipment. They tried one time at Skateland USA. The Bloods there threatened that they were gonna take our stuff. And then we had these guys that did security there that they were some thugs too. And so they were like, check this out. Because if you guys remember Skateland USA, remember there was only one way in and one way out.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't like you had different places to get out of
Yeah,
it.
no.
So we was parked in that parking lot, so we had to get out through this one spot. So they threatened that they was gonna take our stuff. And then the security, we had a guy, his name was Rambro. And it was that big old dude. He like, check this out. Don't worry about these Bloods, man. Just put your stuff in the car, but hurry up. And then Tony pulled out a shotgun, put it on top of the speaker, clack, clack. Shit, if they could beat me to that, they could take my shit. But go, put the stuff in. And the Bloods was like, oh shit, these motherfuckers got guns. Because back then, not everybody just had guns like that, you know what I mean? And so they were like, oh, they just backed up, like, we're good, we cool, we'll back up. And, we got out of there. We didn't play there for a while. And then they had to call the radio station to ask us to come back because we were bringing all the groups there. You know what I mean? So it was like basically World on Wheels was getting LL Cool J, Salt and Pepper. So they're hearing it on the radio every week. They couldn't go up there. So they were like, man, we're on Skateland, man. You guys ain't going to come here no more. Well, yeah, you guys threatened us. Oh, no, it won't happen again. It won't happen again. It's all good. I talked to the fellas and everybody has an understanding. So that's why we ended up going back to Skateland.